this is Sonia Madan, Faculty of MBA from Tecnia Institute of Advanced Studies. Today I am going to deliver a lecture on differences between merger and acquisition. Now, merger means to combine, but acquisition means to acquire. Second, merger is a type of amalgamation where two entities combine to form a new entity. But acquisition, it is similar to takeover, in which one company acquires the other company. Merger means fusion of two or more companies voluntarily to form a new company. But when one company or one entity purchases the business of another entity, it is known as acquisition. Yes, in merger there is a formation of new company, but in case of acquisition, no new company is formed. Merger happens only if there is a mutual decision of companies going through merger. Means both the companies should take a mutual decision of merger. But in case of acquisition, there is a friendly or hostile decision of acquiring and the acquired companies. Minimum number of companies involved are 3 in case of merger, but it is 2 in case of acquisition. Next, the size of merging companies is almost the same, but the size of acquiring company is more than the size of acquired company in case of acquisition. As far as legal formalities are concerned, they are more in case of merger and they are less in case of acquisition. In merger, two companies dissolve to form a new enterprise, but in case of acquisition, the two companies do not lose their existence. Merger is a corporate strategy in which two companies amalgamate to form a new company. But in case of acquisition, acquisition is a corporate strategy in which one company purchases another company and gain control over it. In merger, companies integrate their operations into a single entity in which there is a shared ownership, control and profit. For example, M Limited and N Limited, when they are joined to form a new company, P Limited, it is a amalgamation and it is done to unite the resources, strengths and weaknesses of merging companies and removing the trade barriers, lessening competition and to gain synergy. The shareholders of old company become the shareholders of new company. In acquisition, the acquiring means big company acquires the target company to increase the area of competition, to increase the area of operation, market share and profitability. Some public companies rely on acquisition as an important value creation strategy. Now we will talk about acquisition versus takeover. Acquisition is pre-planned and in orderly manner in which both the parties strongly agree if beneficial to both the firms. That is, it is agreed upon well-planned operation. But takeover is usually a hostile act and the acquirer company will surpass the target company's board of directors and purchase more than 50% shares to obtain controlling stake in the firm. Acquisition or takeover occurs because combined operations can benefit both the firms through economies of scale, better technology and knowledge sharing, larger market share, etc. They are similar to each other because in both the acquirer firm purchases the target firm and both the firms will operate as one larger unit. Here the acquirer will either pay cash to acquire the firm or provide shares in acquirer's firm as compensation. In most the cases, after the acquisition is complete, the target company will not exist and would have been swallowed up by acquirer and operate as indistinguishable part of the larger acquirer company. But in other cases, the target company operates as a separate unit under the larger firm. Most probably, takeover will be a hostile and unfriendly action in which one company acquires more than 50% shares. Acquirer is able to take over the operations of the target company. Takeover can also be friendly one where the company wishes to acquire target company an offer to board of directors who may accept the offer if it seems beneficial to the future operations of the target company. Acquisition can be private or public acquisition depending upon whether the target company is listed on a public stock market or not. Some public companies rely on acquisitions as an important value creation strategy. Now consolidation. Consolidation occurs when two companies combine to form a new enterprise together and neither of the previous companies remains independently. Now I hope you would be able to understand different terms involved in merger and acquisition like merger, acquisition, takeover, consolidation, etc. and the differences between merger and acquisition. Thank you so much.